MIVEC Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video of something pretty special. What we have here is a 2019 MY20 Outlander LS, and being the LS model, it does come with a few nice little features and quite a few little comfort features as well, but we will run through the condition of the car and some of the features. However, I can tell you this car presents exceptionally well. Now, starting off on the front end, we've got the really unique dynamic shield look that Mitsubishi has gone for in their modern design, and it does break up the front of the car and gives a lot of multiple details. You've got this grille kind of look on the top here, which it's not actually functional, but it does add again to this whole look of the car. You've got the nice Mitsubishi badging in the middle there and this beautiful piano gloss black finish on the front bar that does split up the two grills. Now, in the front bar itself, you've also got your fog lights fitted in there. Again, does help if you are driving on those cloudy, foggy mornings. And you've got this really nice, big, sharp headlights that do cut across the side of the car with the nice chrome plate badging tied into that dynamic shield. Now, in the headlights itself, you've got your daytime running lights that come just around the headlight there, and you've also got your projector globe mounted just on the right with your indicator lamp built in right in the middle. It does provide nice dispersion of light, being the projector globe, and a really clear line as well. Now, coming over to the first alloy, not much to say about this alloy. It's pretty much completely unmarked, and as you can see, it is a really nice design with that polished aluminium look with the gunmetal finish through the edging of that rim, and it does present really well, and you've pretty much got plenty of tread remaining on these Toyo tires. As you come across the driver's side of the car, you can see the color match side mirrors and door handles with the indicator lamp built in just above there. Now, it does clear up this quarter panel here and gives it a little bit of height when you are indicating, so it does provide that extra visibility for the other drivers on the road when you are indicating. You've also got this really nice chrome finish that goes through the bottom of the car. Again, adds to the whole detail and that really nice polished look that Mitsubishi has gone with the design of their modern cars. Now, this car itself is a keyless entry car, so you do have a little button here that does lock and unlock the car. Now, when the car is locked, your side mirrors do tuck in, which two benefits that does tell you that the car is locked, and also if you do park on the side of the street or in supermarkets and stuff, it does protect your side mirrors from getting damaged. Opening this up, as you can see, the LS model presents exceptionally well. You've got the beautiful leather suede finish on the seats, and I can tell you that the bolsters are in very good condition, and the suede itself has been looked after quite well by the previous owners. Now, with the LS model, you've also got your electric seat controls, which does allow for multiple adjustments and settings, which we're happy to go through with you when you do come in. You've also got a really nice lumbar support, especially if you drive this car a lot. Having those little things is going to make it a lot easier for you. Now that you've also got carpets in this car, and again, they are in very good condition. And on the door card here, where you can get a little bit of damage where people climb in and out of the car, there you can see there's not much wear or tear on the inside of the door, so it's been looked after quite well, and the previous owner's actually driven this car very carefully. Now, in the LS model, you do get privacy glass, which is a slightly darker glass on the back of the car. It doesn't actually provide any UV protection, but it is going to prevent people from looking inside. However, considering the weather, that's what it's going to be like in the next couple of days, I do highly recommend you speak to us about our tint option, because it is going to give you that added protection and safety and all the benefits of tint. But again, we'll be happy to cover that in more detail with you. Now, coming over to that second alloy, again, beautiful design, and the rim is pretty much completely, it is completely unmarked, and there's no marks whatsoever, no stone chips or damage to the chrome plating, and you've got plenty of tread remaining on these tires. As you come across the car, one thing I will note is the paint on this side of the car presents really well. It's almost brand new. There's no marks, no swirls, so it has been protected really well. So please talk to us about the protection options that we have here for your paint, because what we have is a lifetime warranty. So keep those three words in mind and make sure you ask us that when you do come in. Now, on the back of the car here, again, pretty unique, standard Outlander look on the back end. They haven't changed much, so they have stuck to that standard Outlander look on the back. You've got this really nice chrome plate that does cut across the back there with the Mitsubishi badging in the middle. Again, ties in really well with the whole accent that Mitsubishi has gone with this car. You've got your taillights that do cut across the side of the car, so again, providing the extra visibility for the other drivers on the road. And you've also got your rear wiper blades, high mounted brake light, and a washer point, and you've also got your color matched rear parking sensors along the back of the car. Being a big vehicle, and if you are using it for family use, it does help to have that added sensors on the back when you are parking this car. You've also got a rear mounted camera for your reversing. It is mounted a little bit to the left to allow for that extra visibility on this side of the car, and you've got your reverse light and just a reflector on the back there. Now, popping up the tailgate, you can see it is a 7-seater. You do get plenty of space in the back, and it's actually very easy to drop the seats down. I'll show you just how easy it is. You pull this little lever here, and the seats pretty much drop flat. So you've got plenty of storage there. If it's only 5 people in the car, you can add your soccer bag, whatever it might be, your groceries, and you've also got a cargo liner that does come with this model. Again, it is to provide that extra privacy if you are storing things in the back, and it gives it a really nice shade, especially if you're going for a picnic, want to keep the food nice and cool. It does help. You've also got 12-volt socket in the back here, additional charging for the people in the back seat, 2 cup holders, and you can see again the condition throughout the whole car has been maintained quite well by the previous owner. So closing up the tailgate, and as you come across to the passenger side of the car, again, paint condition on this side is remarkable. You've also got your fuel filler cap on the passenger side, safe side of the car, so in case you do need to pull over in case of an emergency, you know you're going to be tucked away from any possible oncoming traffic. Now coming over to the third alloy, again, completely unmarked alloy, great condition on the rim, and you can see how beautifully it reflects in the sunlight too. You've also got plenty of tread remaining on these Toyo tires. And as we keep painting across, the paint just continues all the way through. The car looks remarkable, so please talk to us about the glass coat option. Now coming over to that fourth and final alloy, again, completely unmarked, no damage whatsoever. The rim presents exceptionally well. So as you can see, we've got 4 completely unmarked alloys, plenty of tread remaining on the tires. The paint condition around the whole car continues all the way through and is actually maintained really well, and you've got beautiful leather seats on the inside. So what we're going to do now is pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay, what we have is Mitsubishi's MIVEC 4-cylinder 2.4 litre petrol motor. It is fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so it is going to make the rides nice and smooth and apply for that extra torque if you do need it. Now this car itself has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so again, plenty of safety for the passengers inside the car. Very well designed car. Now this motor itself produces 124 kilowatts at 220 newton meters torque, so enough power and towing for any possible needs. It is a 2-wheel drive model. Now this is a petrol motor, as I mentioned before, with a 63 litre capacity, and this has a combined fuel consumption of 7.2 litres per 100 kilometers with an average fuel distance of about 875 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you are towing or carrying a heavy payload. Alright, now taking a look inside the Outlander, one thing I will say is this car is a very nice car to sit in and drive in. Now my brother, he actually has an Outlander which is a few years old, and I can tell you the improvements and how the Outlander has changed over the past few years is remarkable, and it still presents really well and beautiful finish around the inside of the car. But starting off on the driver's side door, you do get this really nice leather stitched armrest, plenty of space on the armrest itself if you do want to rest your arms, and you can see it's quite comfortable to actually sit in. You've got 4 automatic windows all around the car, so very nice and easy to use both up and down. You've also got your window lock option just above that if you do want to prevent people from playing around with the windows in the back seat. You've also got your central locking as well as your toggle for your power mirrors. Now you can actually tuck them in. If you are just sitting in the car on the side of the road, there's a little button just above here that does let you do it next to your controls. Now on the right side of the dash itself, you've got a few of the safety features that do come with the LS model. So you've got your forward collision mitigation, your lane departure warning, and also a button to turn on your parking sensors. Now if you need a bit more information regarding the safety features, again, please ask us when we do come in. We'll be happy to explain it to you. Above that, you've got your adjustment for the height of your headlights. So if you do have quite a bit of weight in the back, you can adjust the tilt of it, prevent it from shining up. Left of that, you've got your traction control or your stability control, and you've also got a little button that does let you flick through the different options in the display in the middle of your cluster, such as your eco, your settings, your trips, and your fuel consumption. So a lot of information this car gives you. Now on the steering wheel itself, beautiful leather stitched steering wheel, very comfortable and soft, and you've got this really nice gloss finish that does again tie in quite nicely with the rest of the car. Mitsubishi badge right in the middle, so you do know what you are driving. On the right hand side are all your cruise control settings with your speed limiter and your adaptive cruise control, so it is going to make the car very nice and easy to drive if you are taking it for those long distance drives with the family. On the left hand side, you've got your media options, so all your volume and connectivity for your head unit, as well as your Bluetooth call and reject and voice activation if you do have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Now on the stalk itself, on the right hand side, you've got your left and right indicator with your high beam, which again, it does come with your fog light settings and automatic high beam, so dusk sensing headlights, so the car is going to sense when it does need to use it if you leave it on auto. You've also got automatic high beam as well, so if you are traveling around the countryside and driving around, you've got everything in there to make it easy for you. On the left hand side, you've got your front and rear wipers and washers. Now your front wipers are automatic again, so rain sensing wipers, so you can just leave it in auto. The car's going to do everything for you. On the left of that, most important button, your stop start button. So if you haven't had a keyless entry car, you just put your foot on the brake and press the button to actually start the car. And coming over to the center console, again, it is an updated system from the previous Outlander. You've got a much bigger screen, a lot simpler to use, and again, the display is very nice. So you've got all your multimedia connections. So if I turn this on, you've got in the system itself, you've got AM FM radio. You've also got digital radio and Bluetooth connectivity. Now this head unit does also come with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so if you are using it for navigation, we will give you a bit more details about that and we are happy to set that up for you before you do go. Now below that is your dual climate control for your driver and passenger. So if you just put this on, you got a really nice AC system that does come through the car, and you can sync it up or have your individual climates. Below that is your hard button for your hazards, so in case of an emergency, nice and easy to access. Below that, you've got a 12-volt socket. Now, there's no cigarette lighter, as we don't encourage people to smoke in the cars. However, you do have this 12-volt in case you want any additional charging. You've also got a little spot here that is actually for your keys. So in case your battery dies in your key, you can actually pull this out and slide this in there, and it will allow you to turn the car on without having a battery in here, in case battery does die on you while you are driving around. You've also got a USB socket in here for any charging. You've got your eco mode, does help you save a little bit of fuel, and you've got two cup holders that do again tuck in quite nicely under this panel. You've got a really nice leather stitch gear shifter. Now if I bring it down into reverse, you can see the reverse camera there, and it's quite clear. You've got the rear bar just below that and your license plate on the side there, so you can see it does provide that extra visibility on that side of the car. If I put it back in a park, you've got a little storage here if you do want to keep a key in there or whatever it might be, some coins, and you've got your electric park brake just on the right side of that with your auto hold. So if you are stopped at the lights, you can just tap that button and the car will just hold for you. So very nice, comfortable features, as I said before. Now behind that is your leather stitched armrest on the center console, very comfortable again. And if I lift this up, you've got plenty of storage in there if you wanted to keep any, whatever it might be, your wallet or some books. You've also got two vents at the back here, and also another two USB ports for any of the passengers in the back seat. Now the back seats itself are actually adjustable, so you can bring them forward and back. So again, it just shows how nicely this car is designed, and Mitsubishi has thought of everything when designing this car. Again, the suede leather look continues through the back seats, and you can see how well the condition is on the interior. The roof lining is still very clean and neat. The seats still present really well. The carpets are not damaged. This car is an ideal first car, and for the price that it's going for, you'd be silly to miss out on such an opportunity. But this car itself does come quite plain and simple, which is fine, but we do have a few additional packs that we can talk to you about that is going to protect your car and also give it a nice look and add a bit of detail and characteristic to the car itself. But what we'll do now is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you for watching the walk around video of this 2019 MY20 Outlander LS. Now I hope this gave you a good representation to the condition of the actual exterior, and I must say it does present remarkably well, as well as some of the features on the inside of the car with your added safety features and the beautiful updated display. Now if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, or wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you come in, which you can do, and 50% of our customers actually do that. Now you can do that. Now the number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go, this car does qualify for our Platinum 1 program. So if you do plan on keeping this car for a long time, I do highly recommend you speak to us about this, because it is going to give you an additional 5 years warranty on this car, with 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. Now if you are going to be driving around doing a bit of traveling, it is going to give you that added security for the car, and in addition to that, you get claims up to $5,000 per claim. So please talk to us about this. Now as I mentioned before, please do take advantage of the glass coat and tint options that we provide here, because it is going to give you a lifetime warranty on this beautiful white paintwork and have that added safety for the tint. And if you do have a lot of passengers in the car, it is going to add a lot of benefits to the car itself. Now as I mentioned before, please do take advantage of some of the packs that we offer with this car that is going to jazz it up a little bit, give you a few additional safety and protective features on the car, and it is going to break up the car a bit and add a bit of characteristics. So please talk to us about these packs. Now, these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will really affect your repayments. And lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,000 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you are dealing with the right people, the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. So as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Mathan, and thank you so much for watching.